Hey, it's Tim from Nextop Solutions with another technology insight for professionals. Hey, today we're going to talk about the 5 most frequently asked questions we get about backup for professional offices. If you're a professional office such as law, accounting, engineering, this information is for you. So number 1, hey, we get this question still all the time. Why should I back up? And my answer is, really? We all use computers every day and we've all lost a file or worse, a system. And you were probably really happy that you had a good backup, right? Or were you? Hey, we back up to protect our work so that it can be recovered quickly. So nobody's wasting time losing files or redoing work. Number 2, what should I back up? We just talked about backing up files, and usually that's not enough. You should also be backing up things like email, calendar, schedules, time entries, databases, just to name a few. Look, there's hours and hours of time spent working on files in your office and the systems that run your office today. Just think about your office, and if you were to lose any of those systems in your office, how long it would take to rebuild any of those from scratch. Number 3, how should I back up? Hey, that's a great question. If someone were to ask me today, how should I back up my system? I would say use an image backup. Backing up computers is nothing new. We've been doing it forever. We used to back up to tape once a day. You've probably worked in an office where somebody in your office was rotating tapes, labeling tapes, storing tapes. This would be considered a file-only backup. Just like everything else, backups have come a long way. The technology has changed. Today we use image backups where entire servers can be backed up and restored to exactly the way they were. So let's talk about the difference between a file backup versus a system backup. You can consider a file backup like taking copies of the contents of your house, like your furniture, your jewelry, your vehicles, your photo albums, but not the house itself. So if you were to have a disaster like a fire or flood, sure, you would have a backup of all your contents of your house, but you'd have nowhere to put them. Whereas a system backup is a backup of all your contents, including the house. Question number 4, how frequently should I back up? We used to do nightly backups, but the nightly backup, that just doesn't cut it anymore. With how quickly things are changing and how much work is done in an office, taking a once-a-day backup just isn't enough. We recommend taking an hourly backup. Number 5, what could go wrong? Should I check my backup? Hey, we see it all the time, where backup systems are missing files or complete areas are missing from the backup. Truthfully, backup can be a pain. To do it properly, it needs to be checked every day and verified. The last thing you want to be asking is, did we have a backup last night when we're having an emergency? So today we covered 5 of our top backup questions. Why should I back up? What should I back up? How should I back up? How often should I back up? And what could go wrong if I don't check my backup? Okay, so I hope that was helpful today. So just to summarize, number 1, you need to have a backup. And number 2, you need to have a backup. As always, if you have any comments, pop them below. If you have any questions about backup, feel free to send us an email. Till next time, I'm Tim Hall from Nextop Solutions.